Excel pivot tables enable you to summarize your data in formats that are easy to read and, very helpfully, easy to modify. You can also change your pivot table's layout, choosing from 3 built-in layouts, and also decide whether or not to display blank rows after individual items. I'll run you through these options in this movie. My sample file is layout 0403, and you can find it in the Chapter 4 folder of your exercise files collection. This pivot table displays the top 3 selling units for every category that are available in this dataset, and also summarizes it for the years 2017 and 2018. If I go to the Design Contextual tab of the ribbon, which is displayed because I have selected a cell in the pivot table, I can go to Report Layout, which is in the Layout group, and see which items are displayed. The default, unless you change it, is Compact Form. So if I click Show in Compact Form, you will note that the pivot table doesn't change. There are a couple things to note. The first is that there are no blank lines anywhere, and also the subtotal for each group appears at the top of the group. If I change to another layout by going to Report Layout and then clicking Show in Outline Form, when I do, you'll notice a number of changes. The first is that instead of having items at the second level of organization, in this case my stock keeping units, they are not under the category name but shifted 1 column to the right. So previously we had Compact Form, and this is Outline Form. Also note that subtotals still appear at the top of each group. If I go back to Report Layout and click Tabular Form, or Show in Tabular Form, when I do, you'll notice that Excel has moved the stock keeping unit subcategory up so that it starts on the same line as the category, that's batteries, and also that the batteries total, or subtotal, has moved down to the bottom of the group. You can also, if you want, repeat item labels. So for example, here we have the battery subcategory and grid tie inverters. If I go to Report Layout and click Repeat All Item Labels, then I get all those items repeated. If I want to turn that off, go to Report Layout, click Do Not Repeat Item Labels, and they go away. One final change you can make to the layout is displaying or not blank rows between each item. In this case, an item is the lowest unit of organization, in this case the SKU. So if I go to the Design tab again, click Blank Rows, and click Insert Blank Line after each item, you will see that below each subtotal, I now have a blank line. So between batteries total and the first grid tie inverter, I have a blank line instead of no line as before. And if I change to Outline Form, then I also get blank rows, but subtotals have been moved up to the top of the group. Modifying pivot table layouts enables you to present your data as effectively as possible, both for your personal viewing and as part of a presentation. You should take the time to experiment with these options so you can decide which you like the best.